This is video number 3 on determinants, and in this video we will see some properties on determinants. By using this property we will try to make maximum number of zeros in any one row or any one column. So let's see these properties. And first property is the value of determinant remains unchanged if its row and column are interchanged. Once again, listen carefully. The value of determinant remains unchanged if its row and column are interchanged. Suppose this is matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 2 and 4. Now find out its value. So expanding along with C1, it means first column, because in first column there are maximum number of zeros. So taking only one, this is 1. So first row and first column delete, only a 2 by 2 determinants remaining. So 1 into 4 minus 0 into 2. So 1 into 4, it means 4. 4 minus 0. This is 4 minus 0. So the value of this determinant is only 4. Now suppose if we apply row interchange with column, it means taking is transpose. So this is first column 1 0 0, right in row, first row, this is 1 0 0. Now second column converting to row, it means 0 1 0, this is 0 1 0, and third column 1 2 4 converting to third row 1 2 4. Now once again this determinant expand along with first row. So once again this is 1 into 4, it means only 4, minus 2 into 0, it means 0. So 4 minus 0, it means only 4. So if we interchange row and column, then there will be no effect. The value of determinants remains unchanged. Both value are same, 4 and here also 4. So this is first property. Now second property, if any two row or columns of a determinant are interchanged, then the sign of determinant changes. Once again listen carefully. If any two row or columns of a determinant are interchanged, then the sign of determinant changes. Let's see one example. Suppose determinant first row 3 minus 1 minus 2 0 0 minus 1 and 3 minus 5 0. So expand along with R1. R1 is first row, this is 3. So first row and first column delete. So only this 2 by 2 determinant remaining. So 0 into 0, and this is minus. After that minus 5 into minus 1, it means once again plus 5, but this is minus sign because there are total 3 minus. So 0 minus 5. Now second element taking with minus sign, so it will be minus minus once again plus. So once again first row and the second column delete. So 0 into 0, it means only 0, minus 3 into minus 1, it means minus 3, so it will be minus minus plus 3. Now last element, this is minus 2, plus minus minus. So first row and third column delete, so only this 2 by 2 determinant remaining. So 0 into minus 5 0, and 3 minus 0 also 0, so 0 minus 0, it means 0, and 0 into 2, that will be 0. Here 3 into minus 5, it means minus 15, and 3 into 1 only 3, and minus 15 plus 3, that is minus 12. Suppose if we apply the operation R1 interchange with R2, this is first row and this is second row. If we interchange this two row, it means first we write 0 0 minus 1, 0 0 minus 1, and after that write first row 3 minus 1 minus 2, 3 minus 1 minus 2, and third row as it is 3 minus 5 0, 3 minus 5 0. So if we only interchange first and second row R1 and R2, if you want to interchange first and third, there is no problem, but here we interchange only R1 and R2. So once again expand this matrix determinants along first row. So first two elements are 0, so 0 0. Third element with plus sign, but this is minus, so plus minus minus. So this is minus 1, so first row and third column deleted. So only this 2 by 2 determinant remaining. So 3 into minus 15, it means minus 15, and minus 3 into minus 1, that is minus 3. So minus minus plus 3, minus 15 and plus 3, that is minus 12, minus 1 into minus 12, that is plus 12. So if we interchange any two row or column, then the value of determinant remain same, but their sign is changed. Let's see here, the value of determinant which is minus 12, but if we interchange r1 and r2, then its value is plus 12. So numerical both are equal. This is minus and this is 12, and that is also 12, but this is minus 12 and this is plus 12. Their sign is changed. But on the order of three determinants, if we apply two operations simultaneously, like is r1 interchange r2 and r2 interchange r3, then the sign of determinant remains same. Suppose if we apply two operations, r1 interchange r2 and once again r2 interchange with r3, then here once again minus minus, once again plus. So the value, it will once again remain same if we apply two operations, and it is only possible for of order 3 determinants, not on 2 by 2 determinants. So be very particular. If we apply two operations simultaneously, then the value of determinants remains same, there will be no change. But if we apply only one operation, r1 interchange r2 or r1 interchange r3 or r2 interchange with r3, only one operation. Similarly c1 interchange c2 also, row or column. So if we apply only one operation, then their sign is changed. Sign of determinant will be changed. The value which is minus 12, then it will be plus 12, or first it is plus 12, then it will be minus 12. Okay. Now next property number 3rd. If any two rows or columns of a determinants are identical, it means all corresponding elements are same, then the value of determinant is 0. So let's see one example here. Here a determinants, first row 3 2 3, second row 2 2 3, and last once again 3 2 3. Here first row and third row are equal, 3 2 3. This is also 3 2 3. First and third both row equal. Let's see the value of this remain. Expand along with first row. So first write 3. First row and first column deleted, so only this 2 by 2 determinant remaining. So 2 into 3 6, 6 minus 6, this is 6 minus 6, plus after that minus, this is minus 2. So first row and second column deleted, so 2 into 3, it will be 6, minus 3 into 3, that is minus 9. Now plus minus and once again plus, so this is plus and this is 3. So once again first row and first column deleted, because 3 lying in first row and third column. So first row and third column deleted. So only this 2 by 2 determinant remaining. So 2 into 2 4, 4 minus 6, this is 4 minus 6. Now 6 minus 6 cancel out 0, so 3 into 0 0, this is minus 2. The difference between 6 and minus 9, that is minus 3, and here difference between 4 and minus 6, that is minus 2. Minus 2 into minus 3, that is plus 6, and here 3 into minus 2, that is minus 6. So plus 6 and minus 6 cancel out, it means 0. So if any two row which is identical or same, then the value of determinant will be 0. So here r1 and r3 both are equal, so therefore value of determinant which is equal to 0. Now next one more property number 4. If each element of a row or a column of a determinant is multiplied by a constant k, then its value gets multiplied by k. Once again, if each element of only one row or only one column of a determinant which is multiplied by any constant k, then the value of the determinants which is multiplied by k. Let's see one example. Suppose this is a determinant 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 1 2 4, and if we expand along with C1, because in first column there are 2 0, so only taking one element 1, first row and first column deleted, so 1 into 4 minus 0 into 2 means 0, so 4 minus 0. So value of this determinant which is 4. Suppose if R1 multiplied by 3, if first row multiplied by 3 means all the elements of first row which is multiplied by 3. Let's see then what happened. It will be 303 303. Second row and third row as it is 0 1 2 and 0 0 4. Now once again expand along with first column. So this is 3, first row and first column deleted, 1 into 4, this is 4 minus 0 into 2 0. Now 3 into 4, that is 12, or 3 into 4. Now previous value which is 4, now the next value which is 3 times of 4, because R1 multiplied by 3. So if all the elements of any row, any one row which is multiplied by any constant, suppose 3, then the value of determinant will be 3 times. If it is multiplied by k, then the value of determinants will be k times. By this property, we can take out any common factor from any row or a column. Suppose in first row 3 is common in first row, so we can take out easily 3 common from first row. If corresponding elements of any two row or columns are in same ratio, then the value is 0. If any two row or two columns which is proportional are in same ratio, then the value of this determinant will be 0. Let's see one example. 2 3 5, 3 4 6 and 4 6 10. Here 2 common from third row, 4 6 and 10, 2 is common, so this is 2. So first two row as it is 2 3 5 2 3 5, 3 4 6 3 4 6, and if 2 is common then it will be 2 3 and only 5, 2 3 and 5. Here let's see the element of first row which is 2 3 5 and third row which is also same 2 3 5. Since here first row and third row both are equal, so its value is 0, so 2 into 0, that is 0. By using property number third, if two row identical, then its value is 0. Now next property, property number 5. If some or all elements of a row or a column of a determinants are expressed as a sum of two or more terms, then the determinants can be expressed as a sum of two or more determinants. Let's see one example. Suppose this is a determinant. First column x y z, second column x square y square z square, and third column which is 1 plus px cube, 1 plus py cube, 1 plus pz cube. Here all the elements of third column we can express as a sum of two terms, first term and this is second term, first and this second, first and second, two terms. Then this determinants we can express as a sum of two determinants, in which first two column as it is. Let's see here, first two column x y z and x square y square z square, x y z x square y square z square as it is, and the third column which is the sum of two terms, so write first term here and the second term there. So first term is which is 1 1 1, so write 1 1 1 here. Yeah. First and second column as it is, and third column which is px cube, this is px cube, py cube, this is py cube, and this is pz cube. So if all the elements of any row or any column we can express as sum of two or more terms, then the determinants also expressed as the sum of these two terms, like as this first determinant and this is second determinant, their sum is this. Now the most important property, that is property number 6. If each element of any row or any column of a determinant, the equimultiples of corresponding elements of other row or column are added, then the value of the determinants remains same. Once again, listen carefully. To each element of any row of a determinant, the equimultiples of the corresponding elements of other row, equimultiples of corresponding elements of other row are added, then the value of determinants remains same. For example, on Ri means I in place of 1, 2, 3. On Ri means on any row, Ri plus k times Rj. Here value of k, which is non-zero element, any 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2, 1 by 2, any constant. So, and similarly here on Ci plus k times Cj. J is another value other than I. If it is first column, then value of j, it will be second or third. So it is like this elementary operation. Let's see one example. Here first determinants. Let one determinants. First row 1, 4, 6, 5, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3. Now expand this determinant and find the value. So expand along with first row. So this is 1. So first row and first column deleted. So only this 2 by 2 determinant remaining. So 3 into 3, 9, 9 minus 4. This is 9 minus 4. Second element with minus sign, because plus, minus and plus. So this is minus 4 into. Since 4 lie in first row and second column, so first row and second column deleted. So only 5 into 3 minus 2 into 2. 5 into 3, 15. 15 minus 4. This is 15 minus 4. Now third element with plus sign. So first row and third column deleted. Only 2 by 2 determinant remaining. So 5 into 2, 10. 10 minus 6. This is 10 minus 6. 9 minus 4, that is 5. 5 into 5, 5. 15 minus 4, it means 11. 11 into 4, it means 44. Minus sign as it is. 10 minus 6, it means 4. 4 into 6, 24. 24 plus 5, 29. And 29 minus 44, it means minus 15. The value of this determinant is minus 15. Now, suppose if we apply one operation on this determinant, an operation on R1, R1 minus 2 times R3. This is first row minus 2 times R3. So from first row subtract the third row but multiplied by 2. So 1 minus 2 into 2, 4. So 1 minus 4, it means minus 3. This is minus 3. This element multiplied by 2. So it will be 2 into 2, 4. Now 4 minus 4, you will get 0. Again, it is also multiplied by 2. So 2 into 3, 6. And here also 6. So 6 minus 6, you will get 0. So, and second row and third row as it is. Once again expand this determinants. In first row there are 2 zeros. The calculation will be easy. Minus 3 as it is. Only first row and first column related. So 3 into 3, 9. 9 minus 4. And second and third element 0. So leave it. 9 minus 4, it means 5. And 5 into 3, that is minus 15. It means the value of determinants will remain same. Once again, our previous value also minus 15. And on applying this operation, the value once again minus 15. So there will be no effect if we apply like this type operation, this type elementary operations. So here is the note. By using the above properties, we will try to get maximum number of zeros in one row or a column, so that we can easily find out the value of determinant. So this is clear in this example. We can find out 2 0 here. So our calculation is very easy by only taking first element minus 3. So 3 into 3, 9. 9 minus 4, and you will get answer. In next video we will use these properties. Till then, watch this video again and again.